Hey guys, Benoit here with my July collection update video. You're not missing anything. I didn't actually buy anything in June, just kind of took the month off to focus more on my eBay store and getting some things sold, and then I went ahead and used those profits to pick up everything I got in July. So I finally made the transition where I'm no longer buying cards out of my personal funds, but I'm actually just using the profits that I get from selling on my store. So we'll kind of get started with a few of the things I got. Got this Mewtwo strictly for nostalgia. Actually, looking at this, when I was a kid, I always thought that Mewtwo had buck teeth. It's just the way that he's painted. That's actually like his mouth, and then I think you're seeing a bit of his cord or something in the back, or maybe it's just white in the back. But I always thought when I was a kid that he had buck teeth in this picture. So just a weird aside that my little 10-year-old brain was trying to process this picture and thought he had buck teeth. Next we have this Charmander Toys R Us holographic. Just a beautiful card. So why not? It was pretty cheap. I think it was like $2 still sealed. So there it is. Then I got a whole bunch of cards that will eventually be for sale. Picked these all up off the same guy on Burbank. Selling tons of these. These were loose, but they're in amazing condition. I'll go ahead and move these guys off to the side for a bit. Yeah, Charmander, I think the City Championships. Yeah, very extremely clean backs. That's why I really wanted these. Hollow's really clean. I'm gonna get these graded. Expecting 9s. At least 9s. You know, the whitening might take it off a bit. But I checked the hollows. The hollows are really clean. The backs are really clean, just great looking cards. Probably gonna keep one for my collection and sell the other two. And these. So I think I've shown you guys my Electabuzz, my PSA 10 one. That's, I think it's like some Japanese. I can't remember what exactly the promotion was, but here's kind of the sequel to it. You have Electivire from Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Triumphant. These also all came in a pack. There were like 10 of them. I picked out 9 that I think will grade at least a PSA 9. The only thing that could really hold some of these backs is the centering. You can see it's top heavy here, thin down at the bottom, maybe a little thicker on the right than the left. But yeah, I think all of these, if centering was perfect on them, I think they'd have a shot at a 10. These were straight fresh out of a pack like this, which, considering their age, I was pretty excited that none of them had like terrible whitening or anything like that. Some might have a few edges that look a little suspect, but it all depends on kind of the angle you look at it with these, just because of the way they were cut. If you look at it one way, it looks perfectly fine. If you look at another, you might think it's whitening. I think PSA takes that into account, whether or not it's true whitening or if it just happens to be the way it was cut. So there's all these guys. I plan to get those all graded eventually. If you can't wait and just want one right now, just shoot me a message. I'll let you know how much I'm pricing them for. Next, we have these other packs that I still haven't gotten out. Manectric pre-release. So the funny thing about this card is that when I first started selling on eBay, I had a loose copy of this, and it was the first card I ever sold. I think it went for like $7. So great pickup. Probably going to try to see if there's any grade-worthy ones in here. They don't go super expensive. I think there's like one PSA 10 that sold for $26, but it's still worth it. Piece of history. Might as well just get it encapsulated and figure out who wants it. Next up, we got 2 of these. I believe just the top copy is staff, and then the bottom ones are just the normal pre-release for Roaring Skies. As you guys know, I think I've already shared a video where I'm going for the ancient trait cards, so just had to pick these up. We'll probably keep one, we'll get the others graded. One will be going in the binder and one will be going to PSA, so, and then the rest will probably be going to PSA if they're good enough, or just going straight to eBay. And I got, here's a guy that's not going to make it, mainly because his back, if you hold it, so if you hold it like that, it looks like it's a perfectly fine card. If you hold it like that, you can start seeing like, it looks like whitening on the top. I'm not really sure what to make of it. It's probably just the cut, because this was like one that I pulled out of the middle of that pack of 10, so it's probably just the cut, but I don't want PSA to get it, hold it like that and say, oh, there's whitening all across the top. This is like a 7 or something like that, because it really is just a perfect card. Centering is a little bit off, but you know, the hollow doesn't have any scratching in it. Back is pretty clean until you hold it that angle, and then you think, what's it on? So this one will probably be going straight to eBay. And then I got the 3 starters from Black and White. These were, I think these are packs of 40. And whenever you can buy these for under $1 a piece, I think it's a good deal. People that are more in the know with these things probably might not think it's a great deal, but you know, if I decide to open these and sell these, I'll probably sell them for like $2 or so, or I might put all of them together, offer them up for like $5. But I think there's still a little bit of money to be made on these. And I mean, they're just cool. I mean, if I was growing up and you told me that there was like a Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and a Charmander that kind of had this kind of crosshatch reverse foil that came out when I was like a kid, I would want to eat that up immediately. I mean, I went out and bought the Jungle Meowth with the gold border just because I thought that was cool. So even if this might not turn into immediate money, I think there's potential in the future when the kids that grew up with Black and White get nostalgic for some of the cards they saw but never got to own. So I'll probably be selling a few of these. I'll send a few off to PSA, and then the rest will just kind of sit back in storage and wait for maybe a spike in interest. Last but not least, I actually got some cards in the last PWCC auction. I picked up this Machamp Level X. Just really like this art. I'm not really familiar with this period at all, but I've gone through and looked at all the Level X's they have. Honestly, not too impressed with them, but there are a few that stand out, and this Machamp I think is really cool. Machamp's one of my favorite Pokemon. Very interesting. Next up, pure nostalgia play. I mean, just look at that hollow. I wish Modern would return to this hollow pattern. We got an Azumarill from Neo Genesis. This is the Unlimited release. I think I got it for like $15. And that just Azumarill and Marill make me very nostalgic. You know, you guys are all aware of the Peekaboo rumors that were going on back in the day. So I'm just very happy to get this, especially with Ken Sugimori watercolor. Just love this art style. Kind of wish they would go back to this. And then the big boy. This was kind of my end goal with starting to sell on eBay. I wanted to get to the point where I could buy some of these more expensive cards without pulling it straight out of my own funds. And I finally got to that point where I have enough cash flow and extra cash at the end of the month where guilt-free I can go ahead and pick up one of these bigger purchases. So there it is. Crystal Nidoking. I guess next would probably be Crystal Celebi, and I think Crystal Lugia are the other two that I'm really interested in getting. I think Crystal Golem might come in at some point in time, but yeah, those are the other ones that I'm really interested in getting. Nidoking I wanted to get right off the bat just because I think that art is really cool. Just looks really powerful, really angry. Just a great looking card. So excited to have this in my collection. So that's kind of it for what I bought raw this month. I also picked up one of these tins recently. I figured I'll just go ahead and open this as part of the video. Get your coin, which is a Alolan Ninetales, I believe. So, cool. Get your little Squirtle card. I wonder if PSA would actually grade these. I don't know if they grade inserts or anything like that, but it'd be cool to get these all graded. And then I don't know what packs these are going to be, so we'll just find this out together. Ooh, Ancient Origins. One of my favorites. Okay, it'll come out. So they're really only supposed to be 2 packs? Oh yeah, 2 packs in this thing. Okay. So we'll go ahead. We'll get everybody's favorite set out of the way first. Yikes. Okay. So I can open it. It's been a long time since I've opened packs. And this one doesn't want to work, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the pair so we can go fast. Get down here. From the top. I'm not sure. I think the code card. there. I don't remember the card trick, so we'll just kind of go through these. Dino, whatever you want to call it. Shellos, Corphish, Mincino, I think, Pumpkaboo, and then Alolan Raichu. That's actually a pretty cool holo. Okay, got that. You got your energy, counter catcher, Haunter. That's pretty cool. And a Cellgore. That's also pretty cool. So, you know, sleeped on set. Everybody go out and buy this. Now here we go. Here's a set that people shouldn't be sleeping on, at least by now. This is one of my favorites. It's got just a bunch of great full arts in it, just great pack art. I'm really big fan of this artist, so excited to see that in here. I don't remember the pack trick or even if there is one. Gumi, Magikarp, Spinarak, Beldum, Hooper, Faded Town. That's actually a pretty trippy looking reverse holo. And Volcarona. I actually think I need this for my Ancient Trait collection, so that's not a wasted pull. Vespiquen, that's actually really cool looking art. Sceptile Spirit Link, that is actually really uncool looking art. Rotom, and card for you guys. Alright, well, that's all. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for some more awesome stuff to come in the future. Thanks.